One of the first to return to the scene this morning was the pastor of the church, Reverend Kelly Clem. She needed her husband's help to step over the rubble that had been her church building. Reverend Clem was sitting in the congregation when the tornado hit. She watched with horror as a wall collapsed onto her 4-year-old daughter Hannah and 6 other children, killing them all. 14 others also died. Reverend Clem says her church will rebuild.
You can help us rebuild our church. We're going to need a lot of help rebuilding our church. For my family, we're building the playground, hoping to build a playground at our camp. It's a conference camp in Hannah's memory because she loved playgrounds more than anything.
Rescue workers say the sight of so much damage left them numb.
Unreal, just devastating. Couldn't believe it. You know, being a record driver now, I've seen a lot of things and never seen nothing like this.
Alabama Governor Jim Folsom flew to Piedmont this afternoon to see the scene for himself. Church members injured yesterday returned today to salvage anything they could. Building churches is nothing new to members of Goshen United Methodist. They built this church after 2 others on this same site were destroyed, also by tornadoes.
Didn't happen.
That's the sound of starting over, folks cleaning up the destruction left behind after a sudden Sunday storm. But there are more than buildings to repair in Piedmont, Alabama.
Not God's will.
The pastor of the Goshen United Methodist Church lost something she can't replace, Hannah, her eldest daughter. Reverend Kelly Clem carried Hannah's favorite stuffed animal as she returned to the place where her own child and 20 others died. She asked for help.
For my family, we're building the playground, hoping to build a playground at our camp. It's a conference camp in Hannah's memory because she loved playgrounds more than anything.
And debris are blowing across the road. This is the exact spot.
It's hard to imagine the terrible weather that swept across the South unless you're Birmingham meteorologist Dan Satterfield. He was there as another violent storm approached.
The winds are gusting to 70 miles an hour. We're in a ditch. Shares are rolling across the lawn toward us. The wind's coming down in torrents right now. We've had gusts to 80 here. There's a lawn chair right behind me rolling into the road. So this is the exact spot.
But that wasn't the worst of it. Satterfield didn't know it at the time, but the storm fast approaching him was just as powerful as the one that had ripped Piedmont apart just a few hours before.
We are standing very close to a wall cloud on the back edge of this storm. The winds, watch out!
Satterfield and his photographer escaped, luckier than most that day in Piedmont.